Welcome to the Dylan Hildreth Show. I am Dylan Hildreth, and this is the Smackdown review for July 22nd. So make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of these reviews. I do Raw, Smackdown, and I am live streaming SummerSlam next weekend. Maybe next weekend? Yeah. Next weekend. So, with that being said, let's get into the show. So, Stephanie McMahon comes out. She's in the ring. Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown. She, on behalf of her now retired father, Vince McMahon, thanks everybody from the stage crew, the fans, you name it. It's a thank you. And I will do a whole separate video on that. That will be coming out after my live stream with Formula One in France. So it'll come out at around noon on Sunday. But yeah, Stephanie comes out, the whole shebang, and it just felt really, really awkward. Like, it wasn't like a celebration of a great career as a promoter, an amazing legacy that he's left. It was just like yeah, thanks everybody. He's gone, but he sends his thanks. It was just weird. Very, very weird. Now we got the Street Profits that emerge from the crowd. And they come out. They cut a highly energetic, great promo. And then Theory comes out. And they are still acting like Brock Lesnar is going to be at SummerSlam. And for those who don't know, Lesnar walked out soon after Vince announced that he was going to retire, with the sentiment of, if he's out, I'm out. That's what the reports say. Nonetheless, they cut some Theory again. Doesn't matter who wins. I'm cashed in, whether it's Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. And then the Usos come out and they say, pretty much, keep Roman's name out your mouth, yada, yada, yada. They cut Usos and Street Profits, go back and forth a little bit. And then Theory looks over at Montez and says, you know what's funny? At SummerSlam, you and your wife are going to be walking out without any championships. Montez says, you ain't leaving Boston without getting these hands. And then goes after the Usos and goes right by Theory. So that was a little awkward. But that leads to the main event, 6-man tag, Theory with the Usos, and then Madcap Moss, who did come out in that melee, with the Street Profits. And y'all know how much I love 6-man tags. After that, we got Nakamura versus Ludwig. It's a good match. Good back and forth. Ludwig and Nakamura great in the ring. And then Gunther interferes behind the referee's back. Ludwig picks up the victory. And then Gunther gets mad because Ludwig had to win with some dirty tactics that I'm not sure Ludwig asked for. But nonetheless, obviously I can't show the actual video, but here's a little bit of what happened. Yeah, that was. I really like the storyline that's building between Gunther and Ludwig. I'm not sure where this leads to, but I'm very excited. And then we had the Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey face to face. And I was a little hesitant at first. Neither one of them have a very good history of having a microphone in their hand. And the fact that I don't really like when they're kind of buddy buddy sort of thing. It kind of got that vibe. Never been a big fan of those kind of rivalries or storyline fights, whatever you want to call it. But both of them, and especially Liv, I'm especially hard on Liv because she doesn't have the MMA background to fall back on being the big badass woman like Ronda Rousey does. But Liv gave the best promo of her life. She was believable. She didn't do that weird little giggle at the end. She had heart and passion. That was a great promo by Liv Morgan. So, Liv can do it. I said she has the ability to be able to do it. She knows what she wants to say. She just has to cut that giggle off at the end. She did that. It was a great promo. Her eyes told a story in among itself. The focus, loved it. Great promo by both Liv and Rousey. And we got a Baron Corbin cheap shot. Corbin kicks McAfee in the chest, knocking him off the announcer's chair, throws Pat into the barricade, runs off. Pat McAfee gives chase. When they get into Gorilla, Corbin's there, swings a chair, misses. They get into a fight, gets broken up. Pat McAfee comes back out and cuts a great promo. McAfee is so good on the mic, it isn't funny. Well, it is, but you know what I'm saying. Just an amazing promo by McAfee. This, I'm really looking forward to see how this goes, because this is absolute gold. And then we are presented with the New Day on commentary. I've been tired of these guys when they first came on the scene. And it's been like 80 years later, and they're still here. Anyway, we got Mahal and Shaky, because, I don't know, against we're still calling them the new and vicious Viking Raiders. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston still annoying as fuck on commentary. And the Viking Raiders win by countout. So, yeah, that happened. And then we had a little thing between Sonya Deville, who used to help Pierce run SmackDown. This wouldn't be happening if I was in charge. Oh, yeah, we'll put you in a match with Raquel Gonzalez. I'm assuming is the identical twin of Raquel Rodriguez. Or one of the Raquels. Anyway, Sheamus and company are in the ring, and they got something under green sheets. And he goes on by saying he's not going to face McIntyre because he's got the big, scary sword that, I mind you, bended on over the second rope a few weeks ago. Nonetheless, He was saying how McIntyre nearly cut my head off. That was a horrible Irish accent. I know. Leave me alone. And just for the record, that slice, it would have cut your head into two, not that would have sliced it off, not this. Anyway, just being a little nitpicky there. I'm so sorry. Anyway, McIntyre interrupts him, and the quote of the segment: "When did you become such a bitch?" From Drew McIntyre to Sheamus. We used to win up and down the road together, yada, yada, yada. Still didn't acknowledge anything about Brock Lesnar walking out when he said they're going to face, the winner of this match is either going to face Reigns or Lesnar, whoever comes out of SummerSlam. And then Sheamus gets the crowd all riled up. You want to see this match here right now? Everybody's going nuts. We're finally going to get it. Well, we'll get it next week. Oh, I love those. And yes, it has happened to me when I was live at Smackdown. And yes, it did piss me off because I really wanted to see that match. I don't remember what it was, but I really wanted to see it. Nonetheless, next week we are getting an Irish Donnybrook match with shillelaghs. And under the green sheets were a bunch of shillelaghs. They call Adam Pearce out. He says it is official. And then McIntyre uses his sword to chop the shillelagh in half, scares the living shit out of Sheamus. And Sheamus's face was absolutely priceless. Good on him. Good on him. This was a fun, good segment. And then we got Raquel Rodriguez against Sonya Deville. And Raquel Rodriguez needs to quit smiling. For the love of God, it is awkward. Stop it. It's fucking weird. Now, I didn't really enjoy Raquel just manhandling Sonya Deville. Like, Sonya's 4'9". I mean, Raquel is a legit fight, or Sonya Deville is a legit fighter. Or she used to be. She used to be in the MMA. There's no need to be burying Sonya Deville. You have a good heel who knows how to talk. Why the fuck are you burying her? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. It was just weird. And then we got Aaliyah and Lacey Evans. Aaliyah did a great job through this. She looked angry, had her eyes locked on Lacey the whole time. It looked like she was ready to pounce. Great everything with Aaliyah. I can't imagine how hard it is just kind of being in the background and just trying to look as angry as possible. Now, as far as Lacey Evans, A+ promo. She is amazing on the mic. No question. But I'm not a fan of this storyline or the rhetoric that Aaliyah reportedly used of not being a hero. It's weird. If you serve this country, you're a fucking hero. Especially with Lacey Evans' story. I don't know where this is going. I don't like where this is going. And I will say that being a Patriots fan, that whole Brady thing, that one fucking hurt. Like, God, that hurt. Anyway, goodbye, Lacey. Goodbye, Aaliyah. The storyline writers, or the writers, off. So, gonna let you in on a little production secret here. I was recording the videos as we were going through the show, make it quicker, better, timely manner, then just do all the editing after. And well, first off, Theory got himself disqualified, used the briefcase on Madcap in their 6-man tag. And are we led to believe that the Brock Lesnar walking out was a work? That was the weirdest thing. The music hit, and I thought, oh, who are they going to send out? Who are they going to get heat with? Turns out it was Brock Lesnar. He came out, beat the holy hell out of Theory, and then we went to black. So that was a thing. Overall, it was a good show. It was a good show. Had its ups and downs. I'll work at trying to figure out what in the world is going on with this whole Brock Lesnar situation. And I'm speechless. I don't know what to make of. I don't know what to make of it. It's been a wild day in wrestling news. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I will do my best to update everybody and try to keep up with everything that's going on. Because wrestling, with everything that's gone on today in wrestling, the landscape of professional wrestling as a whole has changed forever. I'm Dylan Hildreth. This is the Dylan Hildreth Show, Friday Night Smackdown Review.